this is as bad as it gets?
It is. You know, I've been doing this 29 years, and it's only the second time I've ever worked a case where there was 4 people, a whole family killed. Yes.
A father, mother, 2 children, ages 11 and 15, died overnight in a murder-suicide. The names have not been officially released as their next of kin are still being notified. We know that the son was a freshman at Daphne High School, the 11-year-old daughter, a student at Daphne East Elementary School.
In a small town of Daphne, Alabama, lived a family of 4. Husband, 44-year-old Kenneth Smith Jr., his wife, 41-year-old Larrica Smith, and their 2 children, 14-year-old Kristian and 11-year-old Kinsley Smith. They lived in the tight-knit community of Sable Court, just off of Milton Jones Road in Baldwin County. The family lived in that particular neighborhood for over 20 years and seemed like a regular family. They went to church, were very friendly, and the kids would even babysit the neighbors' kids sometimes. Everything seemed to be perfect within the Smith household, but everything that glitters isn't always golden. In the very early hours of August 14, 2025, the Baldwin County Police Department would get a call to do a welfare check at the Smith household. The caller expressed deep concerns about possible self-harm. At around 4 a.m., police would arrive to the home. After no answer, police would force their way inside. Once inside, the family of 4 would be found dead from gunshot wounds in an apparent suicide. The person who pulled the trigger was none other than Kenneth Smith Jr.
Sheriff's Office investigating a murder-suicide.
Andrea Ramey with our sister station is there on the scene near Daphne. And Andrea, we understand that there are 4 victims in this case.
This is a truly heartbreaking and just tragic situation that occurred here at this home on Sable Court overnight. 4 people overnight dying at this home. This is the Chelsea Place neighborhood off of Milton Jones Road in Baldwin County. Baldwin County Sheriff Anthony Lowry says father, mother, 2 children, ages 11 and 15, died overnight in a murder-suicide. The names have not been officially released as their next of kin are still being notified. We know that the son was a freshman at Daphne High School, the 11-year-old daughter, a student at Daphne East Elementary School. Lowry says they received a call from one of the victims' sister overnight, concerned about what may have been going on inside this home, concerned about a possible self-harm situation.
Deputies responded. We sent multiple units out here. They did spend a little time trying to peek in windows and see what they could see. Ultimately, a decision was made to enter the home when, after knocking and announcing, no one would come out. So deputies did enter the front door of the residence, and once inside, they found 4 gunshot victims.
Who are these victims, do we know?
We do have their IDs. We're not releasing that at this time to all the family members that can be notified. I will tell you there has been a large family response this morning, but I want to give them time to make sure they talk to everybody that they need to talk to.
Once news broke that morning, neighbors were shocked. They couldn't believe it. Some said they had waved to them in the driveway that same night. The Smith family was described as a loving and sweet family.
Neighbors tell us that, they thought they knew this family pretty well. They went to church with them. Their kids all played together, played out in the yards here at this dead-end street. They said they even waved hi to them last night in the driveway. They tell us they are truly shocked about what happened.
I think that's why we're all in shock, because it's just a down-home Southern family. I mean, it's our community. It's people you grow up with. It's why I'm still in shock, because I would have been the last family I would have ever guessed on, that I know that would do something like this.
It's truly shocking to look over there and just, I can't even imagine how that could have happened.
Neighbors tell me there had been no signs that there were any domestic issues with the family leading up to this tragedy. Sheriff Lowry described the scene, saying it's as bad as it gets. Neighbors are devastated.
Just the nicest, sweetest family. Their kids were so sweet. They babysat my daughter. Just good people. She just told me they just celebrated their wedding anniversary 2 weeks ago, and was happy about it. So I don't understand I don't understand how this could happen.
Kenneth and Larrica had just celebrated their wedding anniversary just 2 weeks prior. Everything seemed to be fine. Baldwin County Sheriff Anthony Lowry stated in a news conference that it seems like there may have been some kind of domestic issue that might have escalated to this. The community of Daphne is shaken by this. They held a vigil on August 15th outside of their home.
Kenneth shot and killed his wife and children before turning the gun on himself.
Our Natalie Williamson is in Daphne right now. Natalie, this is absolutely just a heartbreaking story.
It really is, Lenise and Cameron, and we've been out here for hours, and even before the vigil started, people were coming to this home, dropping off flowers and gifts and paying their respects. Now I'm going to step aside so you can see the scene behind me. A lot of people still out here. Candles are lit. People are just sharing memories right now that they have with the Smith family, just enjoying each other's company to offer one another comfort, peace, and hope. And the neighbors that I've spoken to and the community members that I've spoken to tell me they can't really find the words to describe this situation, but their message is to give it all to God.
No one knows why Kenneth did what he did, and there will never be any sort of closure for Larrica's family. Larrica was described as loving and kind. She was a hard-working mother who loved her children very much.
She was always so quiet and polite and everything, but it was, I mean, it's horrible.
This picture of Larrica, taken at a staff Christmas party a few years ago when she was a real estate agent at Exit Realty Lyon in Fairhope. Although Larrica hasn't worked there since 2018, owner of the agency, Sue Lyon, says she'll never forget her.
She was so sweet. She was very quiet. She was the kind of person that you just thought, man, she's going to work so great in real estate.
The kids, Kristian and Kinsley, were described as sweet children. The schools where the children went held grief counseling for the students in case anyone wanted to talk.
It's my understanding that the Baldwin County school system has issued a statement to parents whose children go to the two schools where these victims attended. He also tells me that the school system has brought in extra grief counselors to help out the children who may have gotten news of this tragedy.
This is why you should always check on your strong friends. This is why you should never envy someone's relationship or marriage, because you never know what's going on behind closed doors. The Smith family seemed like the perfect family. Kenneth seemed like a normal man, but he was fighting demons, obviously, that he couldn't control anymore, and he demonically decided to kill his family in the worst way possible. May Larrica and her children rest in peace.